Now, the latest to get onto the political bandwagon is legend Balakrishna. The actor, who's fondly called Balaya, has filed his nominations from Hindupur constituency in Andhra Pradesh. Now, this is the same constituency where his father and the legendary N.T. Rama Rao contested elections during his stint as Chief Minister. But will Balakrishna be able to rework his father's magic? Can Balakrishna's image help him survive in politics? Well, we'll tell you all that and much more in this special episode.
The Hindupur constituency in Anandpur district has always been in demand by politicians in Andhra Pradesh. The constituency holds a special place in the hearts of people, as it is the very same constituency from where one of the stalwarts in AP politics contested elections. The Hindupur constituency was home to legendary actor turned politician N.T. Rama Rao. The three-time former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh had contested elections on 3 occasions from Hindupur constituency and had won on all the occasions. NTR had wooed the audience with his on-screen presence and converted them into votes when he took the political plunge. N.T. Rama Rao became the first non-Congress Chief Minister and ruled Andhra Pradesh for over a decade. Ever since the demise of NTR, almost every other politician wanted to contest from this constituency. They knew that the actor turned politician had edged himself in the hearts of the people and wanted to take advantage of the legacy NTR had left behind. NTR's family enters Hindupur fray. Almost 18 years after the death of N.T. Rama Rao, his son Balakrishna has finally decided to take the political plunge. Nandamuri Balakrishna filed his nomination as a TDP candidate from Hindupur constituency on Wednesday. This is the first election for the actor, who confined his political activities mostly to campaigning ever since the party emerged. After a gap of 2 terms, NTR family members are again in the fray at Hindupur. The actor was accompanied by his family members, who participated in a few rituals at a temple before taking a procession towards the Tehsildar's office. The procession saw lakhs of Balaya fans come in large numbers to support their favourite actor. Some even said that the kind of response Balaya received was very much like the one his father received decades ago. The film star, who strictly follows astrological predictions, filed nomination papers at the Tehsildar's office at 11:39 in the morning. But just minutes before filing the nomination, Balaya went back to his usual self and took a dig at his nephew, Junior NTR. He's a legend. He's a legend. He's a legend. Balaya was asked if Junior NTR would campaign for Telugu Desam Party, and the actor turned politician gave a terse reply. He said,
ఎవరిని బొట్టు పెట్టి పిలవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు.
Balaya had made it clear that there was no need for a special invitation to Junior NTR. He said that it was part of the Nandamuri family members to help the party win so that they could serve the state. Junior NTR had campaigned for the TDP in the last general elections despite being bedridden due to an accident. But his absence during Balaya's nomination had hinted that all was not well within the Nandamuri clan. NTR's eldest son Hari Krishna hasn't been given a ticket from the TDP. This has created tension within the family. Believe it or not, the Nandamuri family has never really lost elections from Hindupur constituency. Balaya said that he wasn't concerned about the position in the party, but wanted to help the people of Hindupur constituency. He also said that he wouldn't mind even taking on the chief minister's post if the party demanded it.
పదవిని ఆశించేవాడిని కాదు, అవకాశం వస్తే తప్పకుండా కాదను.
The actor was also seen uttering lines from his latest film Legend. The dialogue has in fact turned out to be a teaser for the actor's political debut.
చెప్పండి వాడికి, సెంటర్ అయినా స్టేట్ అయినా పొజిషన్ అయినా అపోజిషన్ అయినా పవర్ అయినా పొగరైనా నేను దిగనంత వరకే.
The actor had recently returned from a road tour across Simandra and Telangana regions as part of the film's success tour. The actor had hinted about his entry into politics, but was waiting for the right time to take the plunge. The movie Legend seems to have given him the right platform, and many feel that Balaya will take back the mantle from his uncle Chandrababu Naidu. He's a legend. 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 Balaya has a controversial past. Balaya might be basking in the success of his latest film and the kind of response he got at the Hindupur constituency. But many claim that Balaya's straight talk and temper could bring him many enemies in political circles. Most of you might remember that Balaya was arrested by Jubilee Hills police after he had allegedly shot Bellamkonda Suresh, a film producer, and astrologer Satyanarayana Chowdhury at his residence in 2004. The three were at the actor's residence to talk about work when Balaya, in an inebriated state, allegedly took out his wife's gun and shot at his colleagues. It was reported that Balaya had allegedly shot 6 rounds of bullets, of which 2 bullets had hit the producer, while 4 other bullets had hit the wall and the sofa set. The producer and astrologer were shifted to the hospital and the condition was said to be critical. Balakrishna, who remained inside his house for about an hour after the shooting, was admitted to a hospital, and the entire drama had become big news across the country. It was being said that the actor had invited them both for a drink at home and in a premeditated fashion tried to finish them off. The prosecution claimed, saying that trouble between them related to broken promises over payments and over an agreement to let his latest release run for 100 days. The victim and most of the witnesses the prosecution presented before the court had turned hostile after charges were framed against Balakrishna. The prosecution examined 31 witnesses, marked 58 exhibits, and presented 44 material objects during the trial, but nothing had gone against the actor. The victims who were shot had also changed their stance for reasons well known to them. The actor was finally let off the hook for want of evidence. Balaya had warned Ram Charan Teja. The Telugu film industry is known to be a close-knit family. But that did not stop Balaya from taking a dig at Ram Charan Teja. The son of Union Minister Chiranjeevi was at the audio launch of Yellam Arivu and had heaped praises on the Tamil film industry. But Ram Charan went a step ahead and said that the Telugu film industry lacked talented technicians and that Tollywood filmmakers should take inspiration from Tamil directors on innovative filmmaking. The statement on the Telugu technicians did not go down well with Balakrishna. The actor did not name anyone, but indirectly made a comment on Ram Charan and said that it was unfortunate that a young hero claimed that the Telugu cinema lacks good directors.
ఎటువంటిదైనా కావచ్చు, ఈ మధ్య ఎవరో ఒకళ్ళు అన్నారు ఒక దర్శకుడు గురించి, మన తెలుగులో ఇటువంటి దర్శకుడు పుట్టుకు లేకపోవడం మన దురదృష్టం అని ఆడికి చెప్పాను కూడా. జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండి మాటలు బయటికి ఎక్కే ముందు ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నామో అని. ఎందుకంటే వాడికి చరిత్ర తెలియదు, ఏదో అలా ఒక ఉత్తరం వేశారు, ఒక వృక్షం అయిపోయింది. ఆ మొలకయ్యి వృక్షం ఏంటో తెలిసేది, తెలుగు చలచిత్రం అంటే ఏంటో. అంటే నేను ఎప్పుడు స్ట్రైట్ ఫార్వర్డ్ మాట్లాడు, ఎవరికి భయపడే రకం కాదు. నేను డైరెక్ట్గా అన్నాను, బోల్డర్ రాళ్ళతో మరోసారి జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండమని.
Balaya went on to warn the actor and asked him not to speak against the Telugu film industry, and that he would not spare anyone for defaming Tollywood technicians. Chiranjeevi too had reacted to Balakrishna's statement, stating that a senior actor does not make such statements without any meaning. Ever since then, Ram Charan has been very careful when it comes to taking on the legend. Balaya had slapped Ravi Teja. Yes, the rumors about a feud between Balaya and Ravi Teja continue to do the rounds even to this day. Back then, the tabloids had reported that Balakrishna invited Ravi Teja to the set where he was shooting and slapped him hard on his cheek. According to the grapevine, Balakrishna was signed up for a movie opposite Meera Jasmine, but Ravi Teja had rung up Meera and told her to be cautious about Balakrishna. This got the heroine apprehensive, who finally called up the director and told him that she wanted to be out of the film. The actress had revealed the reason, and the news leaked and finally reached the ears of Balakrishna. The senior actor had called up Ravi Teja and asked him to come on the set. Ravi Teja, who was unaware of what had happened, went to meet Balaya where he was pulled into an argument and allegedly slapped on the cheek. Both the actors have always denied these rumors, but the two continue to take indirect digs at each other. Since then, Balakrishna is known to be someone who would not want to rub the wrong way. The actor turned politician is known for his temper and has always had his way or the highway. These incidents might have been hushed up, but still remain in the minds of the people. Will such an attitude work for an actor even in politics? Well, only time will tell. Will Balaya make up and turn out to be like his father? Well, only time will tell. A News 9 report.